Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
Welcome to humanity. This is Hour 1.
Whatever it takes, we got to say whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Yo, hi, this is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to Fight Net Radio.
Lee Harvey Oswald, what's your name? How am I supposed to know you?
This is Frank Shamrock. We're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Hi, this is Tia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight Net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
This is Chuck Jackson.
I am Stephen Bonner, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Dan Henderson, you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Everybody, welcome to Fight Net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1-hour television spectacular.
Waiting for that one.
It could be a coincidence. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. I just turned it on. You should listen to Andrew and I's conversation about the show. First of all, this will be a rarity for those of you who listen. Hey, we appreciate all you guys listening. Secondly, we do try to make the show boxing-based, but we do wind up talking about the Raiders for approximately 10 to 20 minutes every week. Deal with it. It's football season. After football season, he won't talk about it. He'll get it out of his system. He'll be cool. And when they lose to KC today, he's probably going to be over the season, okay?
Yeah.
So everybody just cool out. Now, as for me in L.A., yeah, I got the Rams. I got the Chargers. And I followed both, and I'm not a bandwagoner. If you listen to the show, you know I've been with him for, a while. And they're doing okay. So if my team goes on, expect me to pick up where Andrew dropped off. And Andrew will take the role of being a dick.
They're not moving to Las Vegas.
Right. The Rams are going to the playoffs, okay? So I'm just waiting.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting to be a shithead about the topic. I had to tolerate last season and a lot of hate. So my big week. So we'll talk about boxing. There were a metric shit ton of fights last week, and Andrew and I were talking, and we do really appreciate you guys listening. And we kind of realized that most of you who do listen are kind of in the industry. Did I use air quotes correctly around the word industry? So we have, for those of you that are casual listeners, you're never going to really understand us. We talk way too inside for our own good. We leave out too many details. I'm not good at explaining shit.
I barely know English.
Right. This show was always designed to amuse guys who do boxing writing and boxing telecasts. And somehow that happened. For those of you that are listening, because I know we actually have people who write and send mails and ask us questions and do all that stuff. And by the way, type in Fight Net Radio. Go engage on our Facebook page. You guys were super active this past couple of weeks. I don't even know who those people. Tell me those aren't family members, Andrew.
Oh no, I don't. No, I don't even pay attention like
who
that.
Who are those people?
I get phone calls when my family and friends are listening. They won't interact on the computer. They're gonna call me and tell me they didn't like what I said, or they did like what I said, or Lee's an asshole.
Should we start? Well, yeah, Lee is an asshole. All right, should we start doing shout-outs to the people who are interacting on our Fight Net Radio page? So we'll do that. We'll start off the show with that. So we're gonna do some big shout-outs for those of you that are interacting on our Fight Net Radio page. We appreciate it. Let's see. We had one post this week that just went through the roof. Where were you? Where are you? Some of these nobody liked. Andrew posts everything, and they just fly by everybody. Nobody gives a crap about most of them. And then a couple out of the blue, like, blow up. Bam Fernando Mario. Shout out to you, dude, on the Fight Net Radio page. He engaged. Ali Gutian, TC Haddock, 4 others. Jesus, who is this? Vincent Acosta, John Austin Rios, Yavas, and again, big in foreign countries. Never understood that. And the Lopez Famia. I just like that on the surface. Bam Fernando seems to be one of our big guys on social media. He's all over the place. Hanifi Mavi. Oh, and remember, we're number 1 in Egypt with a bullet. We're proud of that fact. But there was one that you guys, they were actually like posting comments and they were all over this past week.
That should be our shirt, Lee. Fight Net Radio.
We're number 1 in Egypt. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. There's some Fight Net Radio designs that I've come up with that I just think are hilarious. I know that you guys are going to like lose your absolute shit this week when Andrew starts posting the Manny Pacquiao. They were all into the Triple G prospect fight stuff that got posted. And by the way, go check out the Diego Sanchez against the kid with Down syndrome thing that I posted.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, awesome video.
And I know Diego. He's been on the show. Nice guy. Taught me a lot about mixed martial arts. Good guy. Good guy.
When I watched it, Lee, I wanted Diego to take one off the chin and act like he...
No, armbar's just as cool. Taking an armbar is pretty tight.
It was. But when I was watching the fight, I'm thinking Sergio Martinez, Paul Williams type stoppage, right? He's gonna take one off the chin and just go face first. But no, armbar, totally cool. That whole setup was a very cool thing for that kid, or that young man.
So all you got to do is go to the Fight Net Radio page to listen to the show, click the sign-up bar, and then down below... Hey, just click on something you like and we'll mention you on the show. And that way, that's pretty much all it takes. I realize you guys, we do have an email. It's fightnetradio@gmail.com, but nobody wants to comment because you're afraid that I'll actually do something about it. Notice Andrew's family doesn't complain about the music anymore.
No, sir. No, sir.
Shut the hell up and enjoy it. Lie there and take it, bitch. All right. That was just for my personal amusement in a chaotic, sexually intense environment where that's not politically correct to say. I'm well aware of what I just said. So Andrew mused, good word. Good word for a dumb white guy like me. Andrew mused why those of you who actually write don't actually quote us when you steal our shit all the time. And I said... That's just never going to happen, okay? I think it's great that they engage with us. I think it's cool that they still say hi to us when we go to events. They engage us on social media. And, most people are fairly, for the most part, people are good to us. For the most part. So there you go. That's your little Christmas time update. I'll give you the schedule for Christmas, everyone. We will do a regular show next week. But Andrew and I will record 2 bank shows. We're kind of deciding on what we're going to watch, but we've decided that for the Christmas holiday, we're going to watch 2 separate fights, and then do our commentary and our over-the-top. So you could either watch the YouTube video along with us, which is super cool, but since most of you drive and you want it to be something... We'll probably pick a 12-round fight so you can listen. I get why you listen to podcasts, right? You got a long drive. You're coming back from Vegas. You've been drinking for 3 days. You need a show. I get it. You got to get over that hill back into L.A. I get how the show works, right? That's why you listen to a podcast, man. Keep me awake while I drive to Northern California. That's a long-ass drive. So you want your commute on Monday to be a little bit better. So we'll pick a long fight. We'll pick like a 12-round fight, and Andrew and I will do our commentary on the fight. I will do what you guys really want to hear what's going on in my head during a fight. And I will tell you, because last night there was a lot of shit going on in my head watching all the fighting that I watched. So we'll rewind and we'll start with Friday's fights, which was the first boxing of the week. That was brought to you by Fox Sports 1 and PBC. Andrew, I managed to watch 1 round of 1 fight before I was bored.
What fight was it, Lee? Let's start with that.
When you texted me, I think I was in round 3 of the first fight when I turned it over to Fox. So I don't even know who those guys were in the undercard. It was awful.
Right, no doubt. Yeah, I know.
PBC is just putting on shit cards to fill time.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I agreed. I like the co-main event and the main event.
Okay, so what was the main event? I saw it. I mean, it's on my DVR. Make me want to go.
Sean Pascal.
Sean Pascal fighting a nobody, right?
Yeah, but the kid was undefeated. He was from New York. He, I think he had a decent record of like 16-0-13. So he looked to be the A side on the night going into that main event. It obviously PBC had big dreams for him being undefeated. Did not turn out that way when that bell rang. He had no answer for Sean Pascal's offense. The kid, he looked like he had been in with a lot of C competition, B competition, guys that you really didn't need head movement on. You get away with a lot of flaws. Lee, when you step up in competition, those flaws go away. They start coming out, right? The pros are going to do that to you. And that's what Pascal did. Pascal controlled this fight from the very beginning. He liked bending, acting like he was going to go low, throw an overhand right, a looping right hand, went right over the defense of I can't think of the kid's name. Abili?
Yeah, Abili is probably really Shamalama Ding Dong. Yeah, it's going to be one of those. I'd never heard of this dude, and I'm not trying to be... For those of you who are new to the show, this is generally where I would insert just being a dick for the sake of being a dick. The name did not register to me at all. Like, I was, shocked at how... Come on, you're going in on a Friday night. It's a big fight weekend, right? You got big fights on both, or at least on the surface, big fights on HBO, and you have ESPN who's going to light it up. Bob Arum, as being a total Bob Arum as he can, I think Bob Arum deep down is a dick, puts on one of the better fight cards of the year just to be amusing up against HBO. But so Friday night, you got everybody. You got the fans in town, basically, as they say. And you got Pascal fighting Shamalama Ding Dong. Oh, here it is.
His name
Ahmed Albia Babi. Abiali.
Hey, Lee.
Albiali.
The kid looked like he had everything. Seriously, going into the fight, he has the body that looks like he's very dedicated to the sport. He has the look. It looks like this kid's going to sell tickets if he could just win this fight. He has the record, the power. Like, it looked like the total package, man. And then the fight started.
Right. And then the bell rang. Everybody's got a plan until they get hit. Mike is right.
That's right. That's right.
So what you're saying was my decision to watch Get Out on Friday night was a better decision than watching this fight card.
No, because of Luis Ortiz.
Oh, okay.
Luis Ortiz made his comeback, Lee, and he looked very good again, knocking out Daniel Martz in the second round. Right away, Deontay Wilder jumped up.
Yeah,
Luis
I did see that. I didn't get to see it, but I saw the news clippings.
Yeah, so it looks like Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder, you guys might be back on. Ortiz is now PBC. He's been cleared of the false drug test, I guess is what we say now.
They're not false. He just got around him.
Yeah. Well, Lee, there was medication. The guy didn't write down that he was taking medication, and you know what? So be it. All right. Maybe he didn't think he had to. Maybe they messed up, but this wasn't about steroids, in my opinion. It seems like everyone has come to the conclusion that Luis Ortiz had a bad test because of medication. They're now letting him past it. The fight with Wilder is a good one. He's undefeated. He's a top 10, top 5. He's a dark horse in the heavyweight division. He's everything Deontay Wilder needs right now to make his argument that he's in the same ballpark as Anthony Joshua when you're talking about marketability. I'm telling you, this guy Wilder is becoming really big on social media. Same way he's doing the same thing Al Heyman kind of did with the Floyd Pacquiao situation. What he's doing with Joshua and Wilder, he's going to string it out. But if he can get Luis Ortiz in the ring and Deontay Wilder knocks him out, Oh, that fight